This is Lola Lee T. Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. So everybody has been pretty content knowing that Junior is with Chrisean's best friend Marsh. But this blogger, who is the official blogger of the Tronics Network, gave her insight as to what has been really going on in the background. She shared some information that I myself was not even aware of. And she said that Marsh is not going to be able to take care of Junior because she doesn't have a home at the moment, that she is basically living from hotel room to hotel room. And she has an open DCF case herself. And I was under the impression that Marsh lived in Chrisean's house. She was also saying that Karlissa is going to be the only one that ends up getting custody of Junior until Chrisean is released. And I agree with her that if Karlissa does get custody of Junior, that little boy is going to be on every episode of ksuave. That baby is going to be the star of the show. Karlissa is going to use that baby to get people to watch the show because people are going to get memberships because they want to see the baby. And don't get me wrong, we all know that Karlissa is all about her grandchildren. She loves her grandchildren. Okay, so this blogger is also a special ed teacher and knows the system very well. So I think that she's very credible and she knows what she's talking about. I want you guys to listen to this. Before I forget, shout out to Tronics Network HQ. Go follow them on Instagram.
With the right help, this girl can get her shit together, but she's surrounded by yes men. You know, and that's very hard. It's hard when you're put in the position of power and you're surrounded by yes people.
Sadly, I believe this blogger. I agree with her. I do feel that Chrisean is surrounded by yes people. BlueFace said that himself, and I do agree with that. I do believe that she is surrounded by yes people.
I was a teacher prior to becoming a T-Page. And it really breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart to know that the system is not a place for a kid. The best place for a child is with their parents, with their biological parents whenever possible, unless they're just shitty parents who literally abuse their kids. Then that's the only time that the children should be taken away. And right now, my concern is with Chrisean being locked up, which is a fact, and BlueFace being locked up, which is also a fact. You can't discredit me. It's there. Like, I mean, you just got to go to like the prison website. They're locked. You all saw them get locked up, right? So it's not me being a hater. Here's what I think is going to happen, okay? Why? So like I was saying, right? Here's what I think is going to happen. I think that because Chrisean has cases, not just in Oklahoma, not just in LA, she has a case in Maryland as well. They're all going to wait their turn. She's probably going to be locked up for at least a month. During which time, now you might not know, I know shit. Marsh doesn't have a house. Marsh lives from hotel to hotel room, okay? So as a former mandated reporter, which is what teachers, doctors, nurses, anyone who comes in contact with children are, when in the case when both parents are incarcerated, it is a mandatory DCF report. It is, or CPS as they call it in Cali. It's a mandated CPS report. A reporter has to come out there and make sure whoever has custodial guardianship of the child is fit to be a guardian. Because Marsh does not have a stable home, she cannot assume guardianship of Junior. Therefore, they're going to look to next of kin. Okay, so who's next of kin? On Chrisean's side, you've got her father, you've got her mother. On BlueFace's side, you've got his father and his mother. Typically, they look at the grandparents first, and then they go on to the aunties and so forth. Now, we're not being emotional. We're being calm, thoughtful, and analytical, right? Chrisean's mother is known to have certain habits. I'm not going to slander or demean anyone. She's got habits, y'all. She's homeless. She's not going to be able to take custody of Junior. Chrisean's biological father not able. Stepfather, not an option. So now you have to go to BlueFace's side. Papa Blue, they asked him to take Junior at the courthouse. He said he did not want to show ID, or he didn't have his ID, even though he drove there. Therefore, they could not give him Junior. That's when Marsh had to come, right? He didn't want Junior anyway. The man has to work. He knows his life. He at least was smart enough to say, you know what? I can't take responsibility 24/7 of an infant. So I don't know what's going on with him, but people say he tweaks a bit. I don't know. I'm repeating what's public in the public domain. They say he tweaks a bit, right? Okay.
I just want to interrupt her for just a second to show you guys what Papa BlueFace has been up to since Chrisean has been out of that house. And it's just coming across like he couldn't wait for her to be out of the house. He's got his girlfriend over. He's got his girlfriend over and her kids. They're cooking up some shrimp here. And we've never seen, any sort of posts of the kids at the house before. This is the first time. Here he is at the beach with his girlfriend and her kids. He's living the life. So I could see why he didn't want to take Junior. I mean, he's got his whole other life going on there, allegedly.
He can't take the baby. They have to come out and do a home assessment. Make sure that the house is livable, that it's safe. He has a crib. There's food in the fridge, all that. The only person who can provide that right now, that stability, is Karlissa. Like it or not, Karlissa is going to be the only viable candidate to take the baby. What's going to happen after Karlissa takes the baby? Best believe every single episode of ksuave is going to feature that baby. Karlissa, for all her faults, I believe she will provide good care for the baby while he's a baby.
I gotta say that I agree. I think Karlissa is the best option at this time. She has a place to live. She is stable. She's got money. The one thing I don't agree about is her having the baby on the show. But I do agree that she is the best option right now for that baby.
I can't speak on what she do to them kids to fuck them up. She got BlueFace the way he is, Dre off his rockers. Callie seems to be the only one with any stability. So I'm telling you right now, Karlissa, let me put my glasses on. Karlissa is going to be the only one to take Blue's baby. But that's going to be tricky as well because paternity hasn't been officially established, right? Blue's name is not on the birth certificate. This is a shit show. This is a recipe for disaster. That's what y'all ain't getting. Y'all mad at me, but y'all not thinking about the big picture. Y'all are not thinking outside the common circumstance of reality TV. This is a child's life we're talking about. Why y'all mad at me? Who's going to watch the baby? Who's going to watch the baby? Mark my words. How do I know it's not on the birth certificate? Because Chrisean didn't put it on the birth certificate. Because when Chrisean was having the baby in Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, while BlueFace was out in Florida partying with Jaden, and she was giving birth on live, and BlueFace didn't see the baby until he was like maybe a few weeks old in a gas station, he never signed the birth certificate. Without his signature, he cannot be on the birth certificate, y'all. She altered his name through the court office or whatever, the clerk's office she registered him at. She went and changed the last name, but Blue is not on the birth certificate. So Karlissa would have to even establish paternity through a blood test to even be able to Rock's godparents, the white. Okay, so the godparents in Baltimore who have money, who are lawyers, who can help pay the lawyer. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Your guys are saying the godparents could take the baby. Why aren't the godparents paying for her lawyer? Okay? Yeah, that was the first time he met the baby at the gas station. Why y'all keep trying to correct me? I know what the I'm talking about. Marsh lives in hotel rooms. Marsh does not have a home. We're discussing a baby at a time like this because he should be the only thing up for discussion. It should be about Chrisean Jr. That's why. Y'all not getting. It should be about the baby, no one else. It shouldn't be about Daddy Blue. It shouldn't be about nobody but Chrisean Jr. What's wrong? Where's the proof? Y'all is some dense, not everybody, but some of y'all is pretarded, retarded, and untarded. Because there's no way. There's no way. Y'all asking dumbass questions. How do I know? Marsh does not live in Chrisean's mansion. She stays there from time to time, but Chrisean is unpredictable. She kicks people out. She fights people. Marsh lives in hotel rooms, and she has her own DCF case, for that matter, if y'all really want to know. So she cannot take the baby. All right? Check it out. Marsh has her own DCF case, y'all. I'm very sad that y'all don't know that, but it is what it is. Okay, even if Marsh lives in Chrisean's mansion, she needs to prove to DCF or CPS that it's her home, that she can support the home. And no one has access to Chrisean's money. So how can Marsh prove to CPS that she can? Marsh has to be able to prove that she can sustain the home. She doesn't have the income to afford Chrisean's home. Next question. Once again, I'm thinking the critical things, and y'all mad. Like,
all right, you guys heard what she had to say. She said some pretty interesting things. Like I said, I had no idea that Marsh was living from hotel room to hotel room. I thought that was her home as well. I thought that was her address. So this does change things. What is going to happen to Junior? Who is going to take care of Junior while Chrisean is locked up? This is very, very concerning. Very concerning. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm asking you guys again, no hateful comments towards the baby, no nasty comments towards the baby, and please be respectful of each other's comments. Thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.
who's going to watch the baby? Mark my words.